Is Derek still unemployed? Has Mateus found a new gig? How did Pekka do with his new club, Rosengard, or whatever it was? Let's find out. It apparently did not go well at Rosengard. Was it a sacking? Why was he sacked? They were doing so well. They were doing so well. They finished 5th. The previous season, they were 12th. What are you talking about? Look at the caretaker, and then they sacked the... What is happening? They sacked him right after last episode. He made it a year and a month. Okay, 8/8/2026. What happened? 8/8/2026. They lost a game. I don't know about that. They were in, 5th place at the time? Am I remembering that correctly? And that was right here. And then, okay, so they go, after the episode, they go 2, 1, and 3. Not great, but not terrible. Not like relegation form. And granted, they come in and win 4 of their last, whatever that is, 7. They go 4, 1, and 2. But my goodness, what were they expecting? And now they're back in 12th. Well, how do you like them apples? And they finished last season in 5th. Tied for, okay, looks like goals 4 probably, or maybe like results or something. Got them above 6th place at Lunds. But they weren't down here. They weren't down here. There's the other club he was involved with. I am absolutely stunned by that. And now they are 12th, and I say, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve what you're getting. Am I a little defensive about my manager? I might be, just a fuzz. So he ends up, 9, 10, and 10. That's not even a whole bunch of games. I mean, you're winning and drawing as many games as you're losing. You're winning and drawing double the number of games you're losing. You're winning almost as many as you're losing. You're drawing exactly as many as you're losing. That's good form. Next guy does the same thing, 5, 5, and 6. And then the next person, it's not enough time. He's already lost his first game. That is really disappointing. Not gonna lie. So he's got a Continental Pro, or didn't get a Continental Pro out of the gig. But the concerning thing is he got sacked in August of last year, and he hasn't picked up a gig since. So maybe someone else will be silly and sack somebody in a month, and he'll get to finish out the season and go to next season. Or maybe he'll get one at the end of the season. But man, I am surprised by that. Oh, goodness. It's been interesting, at least, in my opinion. Now, you got to be kidding me that Mateus is not good enough to get a job. Like, you got to be kidding me on that, right? He still wants to be a manager. 19 man management, 20 motivating, 10, 13, 14, and he's got good, attacking, defending, decent mentals, tactical, and technical. He's adaptable. He's determined. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm just kind of curious what happened here. They finished 6th. Did they bounce back? No, they should call him back. Hey, would you come back, please? That's 2 in a row I'm shocked about. Jakob is still with AB, and he's got a contract extension that he just signed for a year. Still $190 a week. I mean, he's coming along, though. Like, if he hangs in there, he could actually end up being a pretty decent manager. He's obviously the defensive coach. So these could improve, but these aspects, man management, motivating, and this continues to, I feel like it's edging up just a little bit. What did they get done? Anything? Finish 6th. Again. It feels like that he missed his one chance to get promoted. Expected to be 6th again. It's probably because, we'll look, it's probably because they're just not investing or anything like that, so it's kind of like luck of the draw. Finishes 6 points above the relegation group, so not great but not terrible, but he's also 9 points off top. Really, that's like 3 or 4 games, right? Going different. Promotion stage, once he gets in there, 55 points. Again, only 4 points off, so maybe it's not as far as I'm feeling, That's actually pretty good, right? Like 4 points difference and you could get promoted. You're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Now let's go see, because I'm curious. They probably can't afford to invest, I guess is my point. Yeah, all frees, loans, whatever. So it's not like they're rolling in the dough to go take care of it themselves. So we'll have to see what Jakob does. I mean, he's getting extended one piece at a time. I do think if he'll hang in there, he could actually end up being pretty good. And literally, he just needs like 1 or 2 games to go differently, and they could get promoted. And I think that would be really great for his career. I mean, obviously. Spaceman Extreme is back. He's with Parma. That's Italy, right? Just checking things. So we've got our first manager that has changed countries. I like it. Now let's see what happened. Did he get sacked by Poland? He resigned. So they got knocked out of the World Cup, and he's like, I've done my time. I did what I could for you. I took you to the World Cup. We got to the second round. We got knocked out in the penalties because we didn't practice taking penalties. So he resigns, recuperates, comes back in. Okay. Buys a couple players, hires Roland, yep, good old Roland as an assistant manager. Won in the Serie B playoff semifinal, promoted via the playoffs. Nice. Okay, so won twice. That's in the wrong order, you could argue, right? So you beat Spezia, and then you beat Piacenza. Then the promotion thing should be listed. And then released, apparently that's landmark, that we released a guy on a free. Okay. So I'm imagining. Okay, so Italy is interesting to me. Comes in 54% win ratio, 12, 3, and 7. They sacked the last guy in December, so he comes in the January window. They took some time, like 2 weeks to make a decision to bring him in. The last guy was 11, 6, and 5, 50% win ratio. That seems kind of harsh, doesn't it? Maybe they weren't doing so hot. Maybe that wasn't promotion form. But, I don't know. It's kind of interesting because he's only won 54% of his games. Maybe, I don't know. They sacked the last guy at 50%. So, and the one before that, 35%. That one's a little more understandable, I think you could say. Finished 4th. Oh, I didn't see that. Finished 4th and got promoted. Oh my, lads. Season preview. Expected to finish 16th, which, as we've learned, is not safe. It's all 1,001. So the 16th to 20th could be anybody. And that's a huge jump to 15th. So if he can keep them up, that would be unbelievable. Unbelievable, I think you could say. Right. Parma. Now they've not invested. They invested $850K in January. So he was like, listen, I'm coming in. Let's go buy some players. Because all this is prior to him getting there. So these are the players, right? Am I reading that right? Yeah, 27. So these are the players he brought in. And that was the difference, obviously. And he loaned out some players. Sold Pavel Yaroskinski to the Chicago Fire for $2 million. So he even balanced the books. Nice. He makes up for this. I'm curious, Matt O'Reilly, when you buy a player for that much, how did he do? Right? It wasn't his buy. 6'8", 5 goals, 9 assists. Not terrible, not great. But was he worth the $5 million? So we balanced the books a little bit by selling $2 million here. Obviously, this wasn't his decision, but I'm curious. Okay, 32-year-old left back. That sounds like an MLS signing if I ever heard of one. And then thus far in this season, which has been a day long, I think they've sold or let one player go on a free. Not bad. That's interesting. I think that it's absolutely fascinating because he's gotten the World Cup experience, and now he's maybe because he was on the World Cup stage, right? He what's up, fellas? I'm adaptable. I'll go anywhere. And Parma has taken a flyer and said, hey, let's bring in the Polish guy. Will he keep them up is the question. Because it's only a 1 year. Maybe it was a Okay, it was an 18-month deal, essentially. So come rescue us, and then we'll see what happens. Can he keep him up? If he doesn't, will they keep him? Questions. Based off of this, probably not, would be my guess. Yep, Locke's still here. Looks still like a very good manager. Just saying. Chris also still kicking. I can't believe Derek Hanson doesn't get a call for the Parma job. I'm not saying he's worthy of a Serie A job, but he's not that far off of Spaceman. Now, he doesn't have the international pedigree. They should switch. He should go to Poland. I can't believe he's not gotten picked up by somebody. That is crazy talk, y'all. Can you believe that? 2024. When was it in 2024? Come on now. It has been almost 3 whole years. How many managers have come and gone, and he has not been able to get a gig? Are you serious? Oh, I think next episode's going to be huge, y'all. Will Pekka and Mateus find gigs? And can Derek Hanson? I think Jakob's going to kind of just stay there, but if he can keep up, I think he'll be all right. And then can Spaceman keep Parma up? Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.